Hi everyone and welcome back to Zombies. In this video we'll collect all the intel on Liberty Falls map. In total there are 9 audio logs, 4 documents and 5 artifacts to be collected. And we'll start with audio logs. All the audio logs look like an old stereo, and the first one, the scientist and the Moonshiner, can be found almost immediately off the spawn. If you go to the motel and up the stairs, then turn left, you'll see that one of the doors is crossed with the police type. If you walk up to it, the next door will bust open, releasing a whole bunch of zombies. That is a jet gun room, and the first audio log can be found on a nightstand at the end of the room.
Might be worth a closer look.
The next audio log, called Quantum Mechanical Failure, is found on the riverside in Ollie's comic shop. Go through the main entrance and you'll find it standing on the window. The Conspiracy Theorist audio log is on the Washington Avenue, on the cafe table right next to the speed caller machine. The house that Josiah built audio log is on the cemetery. Go to the very far end of the cemetery, just where the 3-plate armor wall by is, and you'll see the stereo on the fence to your right, behind the crypt. The Bear Witness audio log is in the church, sitting on the bench immediately left from the main entrance. The Steel Mountain Rescue audio log is on the West Main Street, in the rightmost corner of it if you look from the church. You'll see it on the trash bin by the wall behind the bus. The remaining 3 audio logs have prerequisites that need to be completed before you can get them. The Money Talks intel is hidden in the bank vault. To open the vault you'll need to find 3 numbers. The first one is on the counter next to the vault itself. The second is in Ollie's comic shop, hidden under the counter in the center, so you need to crouch to see it. And the third one is in Liberty Lane's bowling, hidden under a beer bucket in the snacks bar. You'll need to shoot or melee that bucket to reveal the number. Once you enter the vault, the audio log can be found on the floor in the corner. The 1 lit match audio log requires you to interact with the machine in the church to start the main quest. The stereo will then spawn in the groundskeeper yard on top of a barrel behind a house there. The last audio log requires you to have a jet gun wonder weapon, since it only spawns once you finish the Aetherella Easter egg. Collect all 9 Aetherella figurines across the map to initiate the Easter egg. 1 is on the motel sign of the Motor Lodge. 4 are in Ollie's comics shop. One is on the AC unit of the Flowers shop on Hill Street. 1 is across the Yummy Freeze rooftop. 1 is on the church window. And 1 is on Liberty Lane sign. Collecting all the figurines will turn you into Aetherella for 90 seconds, and once that period is over, the final audio log, called Limited Run, spawns on the box in the corner next to the side entrance to Ollie's comic shop. Turning into Aetherella also unlocks the Aetherella statue artifact, so you get 2 for 1 here. With all the audio logs out of the way, it's time to get the documents. There's only 4 of them, but each requires something special to be performed. We only take cash document, requires you to perform Mr. Pig's car trunk Easter egg. There are 3 black and yellow cars on the map, 1 on the backstreet parking, 1 in groundskeeper's yard and 1 in front of the church. One of those cars will have Mr. Pig's on the back seat. Destroying this car with a Mangler's cannon, either yours or by having a hostile Mangler shoot it for you, will drop a weapon out of the trunk as well as "we only take cash" document. The Politics document can be found in the vault in any of the deposit safes. To open a safe, you'll need a loot key, which is dropped by a special or elite enemy when they die. The rarity of the key doesn't matter, the document will be there in the first safe you open. Next up is the Find Man document. To get it, find a fast-forward movie store on the riverside. You can't enter the store, but if you walk around it, you'll see a broken door at the back. Through the door, you can see shelves with movie boxes on them. Shooting these boxes on the shelf nearest to you makes the document drop on the ground in front of the door. The last document is called the Final Issue and can be found in Ollie's comic shop. Inside the shop, you can find a bunch of white paper boxes spread around. Holding interact button on any of them produces a rattling sound as if you were shaking the box. The last document will be in one of those boxes. Exact box is randomized, so you may need to try a few before it drops on the ground in front of you. All that's left now is the artifacts. One of them, Aetherella statue, you already have from getting the limited run audio log. Another two are part of the main quest line. First of them, the Thustodyne Model 23, is granted as soon as you build the jet gun. To do it, you'll need a groundskeeper's key, which leads you to the handbrake in his shed, then a water valve to get a pressure gauge, and then electrical wires after breaking radio house doors with a Mangler's cannon. Then just craft the jet gun in the Motor Lodge motel, and as soon as you do it, you acquire an artifact.
That's the wiring.
The LTG artifact is granted once you build the LTG device for the main quest. To do it, you need to use your jet gun to collect 3 LTG parts. One is in Ollie's comic shop, another is in the window on the Washington Avenue, and the last one is in the church, hovering in the air on the left side if you look from the front entrance. With all 3 parts, you can go to the workbench on the bank rooftop to build the LTG. As soon as you pick it up after crafting, you get this artifact. The 2 remaining artifacts are related to the same bowling Easter egg. One of them, Mr. Pig's displaced shoes, is awarded after shooting all 5 bowling shoes scattered on the map. One is in the gas station at the spawn. One in the Frank's hardware store on the riverside. One is in the White House on the Hill Street. One is at the very end of the cemetery on a tree. And one in the Benson's burial services on the West Main Street. As soon as you shoot the last pair of shoes, you'll be teleported to the bowling game and granted the artifact. The last artifact, the Aetheric bowling ball, is granted for completing the bowling game. Most guides state that you need to score 300 points to get it, but I tested it several times and it doesn't seem to be the case. I believe you simply need to complete the game and loot the prize to get it, but if not, then 200 points definitely get you the artifact. And there you have it, all 18 pieces of intel on Liberty Falls. Hope this was useful and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.